It actually started out with an audition that actually was just very vague because they don't want to put any title or anything, just everything just very generic. And they just give you like a plot or something. And I think it was of mature nature, just reading it. I think the first thing that actually caught his eye was actually said, "Mom, it says partial nudity." I looked at him and I said, "You want to be an actor? There you go."
And so this one, he had to kind of do something that he's never done before, such as act drunk, because obviously he's younger, he's never drank before. And so I said, look, just look there, just be groggy like you're really sleepy. And he had to take his shirt off, and then he had to do this, in front of the camera. We had a little studio set up in our house here. And so, we did a few takes of it, and we sent it in. And then we said, okay, just like every audition, we'll just go ahead and send it in, and if something happens, we'll hear back. And then we got a call from his agent, probably about it was probably about a month later. Right. And they said, congratulations, you booked the role. And we were so excited.
With a note from Ryan Murphy that he actually really liked him. Like there's nobody else, there's almost really no callback since then.
Yeah.
He just wanted him, he just nailed it. So then of course we had to research Ryan Murphy, come to find out that he's really big in Netflix. So this was a really good project. Really happy that he landed it.
And so for us, it was just exciting for him to be a part of something that we knew was really big. We just didn't know how big.
When it was going to be aired, we had a TV and everything on, I believe 12:01, on whenever that day was, it was going to get aired, obviously because we were so excited.
Yeah.
I had my pillow on, like over my nose and everything, just like a peek, because I wasn't sure like how it was going to be. 10 episode series that dropped, so you can actually binge watch it, not like the ones that you actually wait for every week. I was excited, but I think I was more excited to see how he acted versus the story, because we've read so much about it that I already know what was going to happen. It was just how he would have portrayed it, because as parents, and we've been a big part of all this, we know how sometimes it can get cringy, like acting and everything, it's like, oh. And even him, he's just so, if you're the actor, you're so perfectionist of everything, of yourself, you're your worst critic of yourself. So he's like, oh, I don't know, and so we're the same thing, but in the end, I remember when at the end of that episode, we shut it down. We didn't want, we just wanted to just think about it and evaluate. And we looked at each other and we just like,
that's amazing.
You did good.
Yeah, he did really good.
And that was it. Like, we know he did good because it was really believable.
Yeah.
And it wasn't cringy for us. I think that was meant for him. That was it.
Oh, no. When's far? Oh, sure. Wait.
He started martial arts when he was 5 and competing since he was about 8 or 9. And so with martial arts, a lot of it comes down to just repetition, and being as perfect as possible. I mean, you have to be perfect if you want to win that first place medal. But with acting, he kind of had to learn to let go of that and try to bring out more of the creative side. It's okay not to be perfect, and try to accept that. And that's probably the hardest thing for him to accept, because he's such a perfectionist that he wants to learn everything up front and know that he's doing everything perfectly. But we put him with a bunch of different acting coaches that helped him understand that, look, there are different ways that you can portray this role. There are different ways that you can be an actor. And so when you see us, when you learn this role, explore, find your creativity, and that will help you to be a better actor. Right. You have to instill discipline, but also respect. I mean, that's the one thing that I think I tried to help him understand, that you have to have a respect for people, but then also you have to look for what they're most passionate about, what they love doing. And there's going to be something out there. It's just a matter of trying to figure out what that is. And that means exposing them to multiple different things, whether it's the arts, whether it's in athletics. Once you find out, at least have an idea of what that is, then feed their passion. Find people that are better than you at it and help them grow that passion. And so they can become a better, version of themselves.
But also equally and more importantly, communicate to them when they've achieved something, no matter how small it is. The kids need validation. They really do. you know. So I think when they know that the parents really approve of what they've done and they're happy about their effort.
Yeah, and I remind Kieran all the time that look, we're a team. You know, without my support, without your mom's support, without your sister's support, none of this would happen.
Right.
All right, you're watching us on a Monday on KNET 25.1. Thank you for joining us. But you know what? We are actually recording on a Friday, right? And you know what's special about Friday? Friday is already special in itself. It's also special because of Free Fries Fridays. Download the McDonald's app today and get ready for free medium fries every Friday with $1 purchase at participating McDonald's. It's Free Fries Fridays, your favorite fries plus your favorite day plus your favorite word, free at participating McDonald's. And so thank you for this spread, but you know what's missing, right, from this spread? Fries. All right, I'll treat them to some fries. Get into martial arts, you kill it. Winning trophies and medals, second degree black belt, and then also a world champion, and then also part of the US team. It seems like whatever you put your mind into, whatever you get yourself into, you excel. And then modeling, and then acting, and then also balancing all of that while being in school, on your way to becoming a PT. Yeah, it seems like a sweet life.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad for my upbringing, you know. Being in a Filipino household, you know, hard work is one of the main priorities that we focus, but also like putting family before oneself and everything like that. But I think karate and, you know, my upbringing taught me that hard work really does pay off.
Well, you talk about Filipino household. Another thing that the Filipino parents or Filipino households, Filipino parents are very notorious for, maybe, is that they want their children to be only 3 things: lawyer, nurse, accountant. What was it like for you? How supportive have your parents been?
They've always been so supportive of my dream to be an actor, because, you know, they know that I'm really doing well and I'm excelling in school. So as long as I'm keeping on track with my schooling, I'm allowed to do whatever I need to, and they will help me support that because they know my dream is to be an actor and they want to help me in every single way possible. But I want to say, like, for anyone who wants to do something, like, as long as you put your mind to it and you love it wholeheartedly, it is completely possible. Like, the dream is absolutely possible.
When you go into sports, no matter how hard you train, it's not just about winning, it's also about losing. What has losing taught you?
Losing is basically the path to winning. I mean, I couldn't have gotten as far as I did with martial arts had I not lost the very crucial parts of my life. Parts where I thought that I wouldn't go any further because I had failed somewhere along the lines. But through determination and grit, I kind of just found my way. And without even seeing the clear path ahead, I just knew that I had to keep barreling forward and just put on a brave heart and move forward as fast as I can. And it all works out in the end because you learn these things through losing to help you win in the future. And that's what I'm trying to excel with acting.
And you're a sensei now too, and you're teaching these young children, right? The science of martial arts or the art of martial arts. What do you say to them? How do you motivate them?
We use a lot of different concepts like respect, family, and humility, and 100% effort. We use these basic holistic terms to help people or help these little kids learn how to become a better person overall, and then we hone it or drive it into being a good martial artist. So for that, I mean, respect comes at a price with respecting others, but also learning to respect your competitors and having good sportsmanship. And so that's what I mean by moving it into martial arts, by starting off with a basic holistic person.
If you would look back on your life just from now, very young life, just from now till, would you change anything?
Not at all. I think with everything that I've dealt with, you only see like the best of someone's life. Like they only tell you what the best of everything is. But I'll be honest with you, like I've had so many ups and downs, and the downs are what really impacted me throughout my life. And I think that's what really taught me who I am today, to be a respectful, kind, humble person. And if all else fails, always be kind to others, because something will always come up and there's always a brighter side at the very end of the tunnel.
So how do you take care of yourself during those times when you're down, you're depressed, you're tired?
I always remind myself of what I'm grateful for. I always just lay in bed and I just remind myself and I count on my fingers what I'm grateful for. And it always brightens up my day knowing that I have so many fortunate things that maybe some people don't have. And I use that as my motivation to continue striving for bigger and bigger goals.
What more do you want to achieve, speaking of goals?
I want to either work in some sort of superhero film or some action film. I want to go back into my martial arts with acting and use that and kind of propel my acting with martial arts in synchrony and kind of use that for any big film, hopefully.
Right.
Some blockbuster film would be awesome, you know?
Right. So you have to promise that you'll invite us to the premiere of your blockbuster movie.
Absolutely.
Blockbuster movie, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Janelle.